Hey guys, Skyrionn here. Before we begin this video, I'd just like to ask that if you're enjoying these lore videos, it would mean so much if you could take 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It helps so much with the growth of the channel. Also, share this with one of your friends. Now, on with the video. The lore behind Briar Rose. Throughout Albion's history, there have been many legendary heroes that have been forgotten through time. One of these was Briar Rose. In her youth, Briar began to show special abilities, that of a hero. She grew up in a wealthy area with her parents. That was until her parents fell on hard times. Shortly after this, a tragic accident resulted in the death of her mother. Her father, upset, blamed Briar for the death, believing that she could have done something to prevent it, when, in reality, there was nothing that she could have done. With this, he cast her out, where she had to learn to fend for herself. With her special abilities in mind, Briar travelled to the Heroes Guild. Here, she was trained to be a hero. With her training, she decided to rely on intelligence and skill, rather than physical strength, unless needed. Within the guild, she found companionship in the many books that its library had to offer, feeling more secure here, more secure than she had in her childhood. Spending hours with her books, Briar learned about Albion and its history, believing this information would be useful when travelling around Albion while performing quests. Alongside her knowledge, Briar trained with a katana, while dabbling in both offensive and defensive will abilities, mastering the ability to force push attackers and create illusions of herself to confuse foes. Coming across as both intelligent and arrogant, Briar always aimed to do the right thing for the people of Albion. And so, for years, she completed tasks and quests on behalf of the guild. With her deeds becoming known around Albion, Briar amassed followers, showing her trophies to those around her, feeding her arrogance once more. With this attitude, she began to look down on the newer graduates of the guild, even attempting to avoid speaking to them in public settings, believing that being associated with a new hero would diminish her perception to her fans. After years, now seen as a veteran of the guild, Briar comes across a young hero just beginning his journey. She sees him as unworthy of the small amount of attention he has been getting from his small quests around Albion. As she had done with many newer members of the guild, she belittles him. Over the years, Briar continues with her adventures and thirst for knowledge. She begins to hear more and more about the young hero she had dismissed years before, with his feats sounding more and more impressive, one of these completing the Witchwood Arena. With him now having a following, she decides to request his aid in fighting off some minions in Darkwood. Here, she begins to respect the hero and his abilities. During Jack of Blades' attack on Albion, while activating the focus sites, Briar jumped in to help by fighting off minions and helping the hero of Oakvale get to Jack. After the hero successfully defeats Jack, Briar leaves Albion in search of knowledge past its shores. A year later, Briar hears about an investigation into the Northern Wastes and travels there to help the hero of Oakvale, now feeling great respect for him. They discover the locked bronze gate and Archon shrine. Behind the gate, Jack of Blades' new form. Here, she uses her knowledge of Albion and its history to decipher the requirements to open the gate. She explains that the hero needs certain souls, and one by one, she sends the hero to go and collect them. First, the king of the arena. Second, the heroine. Briar explains that he could take his already deceased mother's soul, as she was a heroine. It is said that the hero also thought about taking Briar's soul, so that his mother could still rest in peace, in combination with the years of arrogance and disdain Briar had given him. It is unknown whether the hero of Oakvale chose to take his mother's soul, or whether he took Briar's instead. But he did fight Jack behind that bronze gate shortly after. Although Briar's history goes silent after this point, it could possibly mean that she simply decided to move away from the spotlight and attention that comes with being a hero. 500 years later, her name is still known by some, even one weapon named after her, Briar's blaster. Some believe that although Briar was seen as arrogant and annoying, she was simply misunderstood. The life of a hero is hard, and people will perceive your actions in different ways. Nevertheless, she made an impact on the history of Albion. It is interesting to think how events would have played out without her. Hello heroes, thank you for watching this little episode on Briar Rose. What did you think? As always, like, share and subscribe if you found this interesting. What would you like to see next? Join our Discord. Now, enjoy your day.